Namaste students. Last week we started with three-dimensional geometry and we have seen vector equation passing through one point parallel to one vector and the vector equation passing through 2 points. All that right? We have some sums left in that exercise. We are going to see that today. So here 11.2, the 12th question, find the value of P so that the lines are at right angles. Right angles means what is the condition? You all know? Yes, L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 equal to 0, right? So we will take the denominator as L1 M1 N1 L2 M2 N2, but first see this, the numerator, this is not in order, right? See 1 minus x, so first we should change that in order. So I am taking a negative term outside, so x minus 1 by 3. Okay, so from this 7y minus 14, if I take 7 outside, I will get y minus 2. The same way here, it's already this in order only, so we are writing this z minus 3 as it is. Now go here, 7 minus 7x, so 1 7 you should take outside, right? 7 we are taking outside, and so it will become 1 minus x. Here it will become y minus 5 and 6 minus z by 5. So in the next step, see our general equation form is x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. So no negative term should be there before. So I am bringing that negative to the denominator. X minus 1 by minus 3. The same way, this 7, it's coming to the denominator. So 2p by 7, and here z minus 3 by 2. So we are writing that as it is. Now go for the second equation. The same way, I am going to take 7 outside. So if I take 7 outside, what it will happen? So we are taking minus 7, x minus 1 by 3p, and here it's already in order only, y minus 5, and here you should take one negative term outside, so minus z minus 6 by 5. So next step, as I told you, bring all these terms down. So my 3p by minus 7, y minus y by 1, z minus 6 by minus 5. So x minus x1 by a. These are the terms. Okay, now it's given this line and this line. Okay, these two lines are perpendicular. So minus 3 into, see, minus 3 into 3p by minus 7, 2p by 7 plus 2 into minus 5 equal to 0. So it will become 9p by minus 7, 2p by 7 minus 10 equal to 0, 11p by 7 minus 10 equal to 0, 11p minus 70 equal to 0, 11p equal to 70, p is equal to 70 by 11. Okay, so this question is nothing but they are given two lines and they are telling those two lines are at right angles. So what we are going to do that? I am just going to change that order and we are going to find multiply and we are going to find the value for p. So this is a very important 4-mark question. Okay, next question, show that the lines are perpendicular to each other. What is the meaning of that? Perpendicular to each other means, here you can see this already in order only, right? X minus 5, y plus 2 is at x 7 minus 5 1, x y is at 1 2 3. So L1 M1 N1, L2 M2 N2. So L1 M1 plus L2 M2 plus N1 N2. So if I multiply, I am getting 0, which means those two lines are perpendicular to each other. In the previous question, it is given they are perpendicular and we are asked to find the value for p. Here we should check whether the lines are perpendicular or not. Okay, these are the two conditions for these two sums. The next one is shortest distance between the lines. See, here it's a very important 6-mark question you have here, the shortest distance between the lines. See, first of all, you all know what is q lines. Okay, you all know this is a line these two lines are parallel and these two lines are intersecting, and we have one more line which do not intersect and they are not parallel line. Such type of lines are called skew lines. Okay, so the first condition is we are going to find the shortest distance between skew lines. Skew lines means it should not intersect or they should not be parallel. Such types are called skew lines. Okay, so distance is equal to b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1 by b1 magnitude of b1 cross b2. You all know how to find the cross product and you all know how to find the dot product. The only thing is you should know which is a1. See, this is a1 and this is your b1. This is a2 and this is your b2. Okay, so first you just take and write, first you write the formula, then you can write a1 a2 b1 b2. So first I am going to find the cross product, b1 cross b2. So I j k 1, we are going to write the b1 value here, so 1 minus 1 and 1, and b2 is 2 1 and 2. Okay, so you will know how to expand this, right? If I take I will cover this, so 2 into minus 1 minus 2 minus 1. If I take j minus j, so I will cover this, 2 into 1 is 2, 1 into 2 is 2. So if I take k, I will cover this, 1 minus of minus will become plus, 1 plus 2. So minus 3i plus 3k. So now I am going to find the magnitude of this. How will you find the magnitude? Root of 3 square plus 3 square. So root 9 plus root 9, which is equal to root 18. So 3 root 2. Okay. Now you want to find a2 minus a1. So just the subtraction of two vectors. So I am getting I minus 3j minus 2k. So now I am going to find the dot product of b1 cross b2 and a2 minus a1. This is your b1 cross b2. This is a2 minus a1. So you know how to find the dot product? Minus 3 into 1. J is not there, so it will become 0. So 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. So it is minus 9. So D is equal to minus 9 by 3 root 2 or 3 by root 2. Okay, if you want to rationalize this, you multiply and divide by root 2. So 3 root 2 by 2 units. So this is the shortest distance between two lines. Okay, 15th question, find the shortest distance between the lines. The same formula only, b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1 by magnitude of b1 cross b2. So which is your a1 here? Correct, what you have in the numerator. Okay, so but how will you write this? X minus x1. So it will be minus I minus j minus k. And what is your a2? If it is minus means plus, right? So 3i 5j 7k. Denominator, we won't change the sign in the denominator. This is your b1, 7i minus 6j plus k. 7i minus 6j plus k, and your b2 is I minus 2j plus k. Can you do this sum, students? The answer is 58 by root 29. Okay, if further you can simplify this like this. So this 58 you can write as 2 into 29 by root 29. You can simplify and write this. So this is the shortest distance between the lines. And you have one more question. Find the shortest distance between the lines. The same question. Here it's a direct question. This is your A1 and this is your B1. This is your A2 and this is your B2. The same formula, you can do this. The answer is 3 by root 19. You can do this, some students. Next one is find the shortest distance between the lines. Here also they are given you in line, but here it is not given, that is A plus. See, here you can separate it, right? This is your A and this is your B, but here you can see there is no separate terms. They are given 1 minus t into I, t minus 2 into j, 3 minus 2t into k. So first what we should do here, First you multiply this I inside. So I minus Ti. Then J. Tj minus 2j. If I multiply k inside, 3k minus 2tk. So now you can separate I, j, k. Take t common from all these three terms. So you will get minus I plus j minus 2k. So this is your A1 and this t is your like lambda. Okay, so t into B1. Okay students, the same way here also you can multiply I inside, j inside, k inside. After multiplying, I am getting an equation like this. In this you can take I, j, k separately and you take s common from these three terms and you are getting this. This is your A2 and this is your B2. And the further simplification will be, see, D is equal to B1 cross B2 dot A2 minus A1 B1 cross B2. Then I am finding the cross product of B1 and B2. You're getting an equation. Find the magnitude of that. Then you can find A2 minus A1. Then you find the dot product. Then you can find the distance. Okay, 8 by root 29 units. See, all the shortest distance sums are same, right? You can see this. The first question, the shortest distance between the lines. So A1, B1, A2, B2. The second question, shortest distance, but it is given in Cartesian form. Cartesian form means the numerator is A1 and the denominator is B1. Here the numerator is A2, denominator is B2, but while taking the numerator, it should be minus I, minus I, minus I, 3, 5 and 7. Okay, this is the next type. It's not given directly, right? They are given in a combined form. So first you should separate, then you should find the shortest distance. All these questions are shortest distance between skew lines. Okay, now we are going to see the shortest distance between parallel lines. See, the name itself, parallel lines. You can see this question. See, lambda into 2i plus 3j plus 6k, mu into 2i plus 3j plus 6k. These two lines are same. Okay, parallel. You can have in terms of constants also, that is some lambda into some value also you will get here. So for parallel lines, the shortest distance is b cross a2 minus a1 by magnitude of b vector. Okay, here you don't have b1 and b2 and all. This is your a1, this is your a2, this is your b vector. Parallel lines means it will be same, right? So now b1 cross b2. So first I am finding a2 minus a1, then I am finding the cross product of b with a2 minus a1, and you are getting minus 9 plus 14j minus 4k. So distance is equal to root of the same, okay, 293 by root 49 or 293 by 7 units. So okay students, so shortest distance between skew lines and the shortest distance between parallel lines. With this, 11.2 gets over.